we've got to put a box in here, which is what the digger dug out. And you can see what I've done here. Look, yesterday put this pipe in, and then I've got a U-bend. See, yeah, I've got a U-bend there. Look, or it's a 45, so that'll come up round 45 and into the box, and then that grey pipe just there, that will connect into the box as well, and so it runs all the way down here. And obviously I've run the borehole pipe down here as well. Well, we just missed that teak tree with the digger, look. So yeah, and yesterday I was frantically, because I was terrified it was going to rain, and all this bit down here that was all exposed, I thought, well, if the rain comes down here, it's going to be a hell of a mess. And so I wanted to connect these up. I've also at the same time put my feeder pipe for the irrigation under here as well, so now I can sort of cross over here with the tractor. But I do need a little touch more soil here. I reckon a load of soil on here would sort of finish this area off. It was all a bit sort of low and a bit funny. Very soft bit here, it's like a sand pit. But you can see what I've done, and then the outfall is just here, and it's only grey water. It's not shit. Obviously I'm not going to put shit in the canal. So yeah, and then obviously the borehole, you can see the small pipe running down here, and I've run it to there, look, and then I've gone up with an elbow and I've run it out here, look, and I've just lightly dug it in under here, and that's the borehole. So I've got to connect that up, and what I'll probably try and do is connect it up and have it so it's pointing out a little bit if I can, and then as it goes into the lake it might oxygenate the water a little bit, and also if it's going out into the lake, it won't erode the bank too much. If you have it just running down the bank, it's just going to erode it, isn't it, eventually? So the plan is now is with my glamorous assistant to finish off doing these pipes. But yeah, my glamorous assistant at 6 o'clock this morning. Not looking so glamorous, are you, darling? You didn't look so glamorous when I woke you up at 5 o'clock, were you? She's like, oh. Yeah, and then the cat came in, didn't it? Yeah, that really woke you up, didn't it? No comment. So you can sort of see what I'm trying to do there. Obviously it's very easy to push the soil downhill, so I push a little bit downhill and then I try and get some up the hill, because it's, you know, obviously soil wants to go downhill, doesn't it? Same as everything else. So, you know, you can see sort of little soft bits here, but I can gently, when I've sort of filled it in a little bit, I can run up and down here and sort of level it all off and blend it in with, you know, the other two. So I've just about managed to miss that plant. Look, little bits like that I can just tit around by hand. And so anyway, you can see what I'm doing. So we just turned these irrigators on this morning. Keeps threatening rain, but it hasn't rained yet. So, and also when I filled in this pipe, I thought, well, I could just lash in the borehole pipe, so I've just connected that up loosely for a minute, just for a minute. It's not permanent. And yeah, because obviously I've filled all this in now, just need to sort of smarten it up really and level it off. But as you can see, look, the borehole pipe, look, comes out there, look, it's going down there, look, and it's running into the lake. Goodness me, this bank is steep. Look at that, pure fresh water from the ground. How good is that? So we'll leave that running for a little while, freshen up the water, oxygenate it a bit for the fish. As some chap reminded me on the phone, I hadn't he mistakenly thought that the fish actually were coming up for air, but they're actually coming up for food, as you can see. But it did prompt me to aerate the water anyway, so I'm quite thankful to whoever that was that said that. But yeah, fish feeding time. Alright, alright. Oh, can't see you. Huh? You're in the shade. Yeah, nice, because you got dark skin. Yeah. If you don't smile, I can't see you. You're all camouflaged. Yeah. Fon has just spotted a turtle in here. Now, it just came up just here somewhere. It sort of walked up the wall, if you like, for want of a better word. Look at them out there, look. I was just standing here with Fon, and if you can imagine yourself sitting here, it's nice and quiet, that machine up there is not working, early morning or in the evening, you got the sound of the water there. There's nothing quite like the sound of running water. Plenty of little fish down there. Where? Oh yeah, look. Look. There it is. A turtle. So just making up this beam, and that will go from this post over to the building here to connect the two.